Well, this is finally it. Goodbye to Pastow. It's been lovely. My last one to leave this morning as well. Just got right last got there beside me. I've only got one line on. There's just no wind. There's nothing. But anyway, I'll remember to record it this time, so the camera goes up in the sky up there. Turns out I had two lines on. Yeah, definitely not got the electric line on. That's the other one that usually stays on, isn't it? All lines away. Yeah, apart from the power. 240 volts. Front. None of that. Everyone here has been absolutely lovely. Apart from some drunken guy called Alan, who last night was insisting on getting Katie onto his boat. Woke everybody in the flipping place up. Drunken, shouting silliness. That was not textbook. I've been as there was no crashes, no loud voices. I've got pretty used to it now, but waking up at 5:30 in the morning and then setting off sailing, there's always the question of, have I done everything? Have I prepared everything? Have I made sure all my lines are in and secure? Did I forget a fender? Which way is the tide pushing me? And where am I going to go after this next buoy? And these are the things that are running through my head constantly. I might not be saying anything, but this is what I'm thinking. And then on top of that, there's the thought, is it all worthwhile? Am I really doing the right thing by going to Lundy where there is nobody? Well, hopefully I'll enjoy Lundy. And hopefully as I progress on with my journey, there'll be more people hear about the effects of Parkinson's and what that has on people's lives. I've really enjoyed meeting some people just by Pastow docks there. One lady was pushed up to me in her wheelchair by her husband, diagnosed with Parkinson's 9 years ago, and trying to speak to me, but that dreadful disease has taken away the power of her speech. She gets so tired so quickly, constantly moving in her wheelchair, always itching and twitching and shifting and moving and shaking. Yet still underneath it all is that person who wants to have a conversation. And I really enjoyed meeting those people. People that just came up to me and put £10 in my hand because they didn't want to put it in the tin in case somebody stole it. Thank you to you. And thank you to the wonderful people who've been using the QR code. I see people get their camera out and I wonder, is it a photo or is it a donation? And is this worthwhile? I certainly hope so. My phone just lit up. Little ping! It's a message from the GoFundMe people. Said, John and Laura have just donated. I love it. It makes it worthwhile. I mean, it's just so good. Thank you, John Biddleford, Laura Tween. Sorry, John, I got your name wrong there. Thank you for John and Laura went to this. Actually, I think they probably scanned the QR code in Pastow. Pastow, you've been amazing. But I have left Pastow after 14 days. That's the link that they went to. Thank you. What can I tell you? I can't tell you anything exciting at all. I can tell you the boat's not leaning as much as that phone says it is. Oh, no, it's leaning the other way. Oh well. Oh, I tell you what I can tell you. Yes, something else isn't working. I've got no idea why, but I put my autopilot on to track and it keeps coming up with a cross-track error and then turns off. So I'm on manual autopilot, which is basically go that direction. So I've been playing. Oh, I'd say I discovered this was exciting. So the Onwa here is trying to tell my autopilot to go somewhere and it wasn't doing that. I thought, oh, I wonder what my velocity made good is, which is pointless on account of the fact that I'm under motor and velocity made good is to do with sailing. I thought I'll see if I can see the cross-track error on the Simrad. I can see the Simrad from when I'm helming, which is great. The waypoints, Lundy with a little Y, because I couldn't be bothered going all the way. It's picked up the waypoints from there. Now some of you might be like, well, duh, they're all NMEA connected. Well, yes, they are. I didn't realise that the Onwa was sending that information because you can only send so many things. So I was quite excited. I didn't have to type the waypoints in twice. But let's have a see what happens. Come on, I'll take you on the whole journey with me. There's the autopilot. There's the device that's sending out all of the information. Let's go press the button. Preferably without dropping the phone or myself. Okay, Ray Marine people. When I press these two buttons, it goes into track mode. It says it's tracking. And then it does that. Oh well, something to fix. Land ho! There it is! There's the land! You can just about make out Lundy. Well, I can. Oh, okay, so there's like absolutely loads of land to that side. But, land ho! It's another hot motoring day, so it's really pleasing to see land ho! Nothing exciting has happened since I came out of the estuary and did a little wiggle as I took the fenders in. That was it. That's the only exciting thing. I literally have put the autopilot to well, whatever it will go to, and carried on motoring. I've changed the NMEA settings to version 4.11 because that was the other alternative, which did give me a different readout on the Navman, but it did not fix my problem. So I don't need it anyway, I just want it. Yay! It's dinner time! Stag, chili and bean. It's now very watery stag, chili and bean. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Saw some dolphins earlier. 5 of them. just for a few moments. But I think because I'm only going about 4.5 knots, they decided I was boringly slow. Check it out! Beans! Jelly bean vegetable. A spoon fell in it. It's not the first time that's happened either. Keeping on watch, keeping on motoring, 4.2 knots. There's actually 13 knots of wind right on the nose. Wondering if I should sail or not. Too lazy to sail. Been treated too nicely by Pastow. I made the decision, I think I've already told you, I'm going to go up into Jenny's Bay, not Jenny Cliff. Jenny Cliff is in Plymouth. As you can see, it's sunshiny hot again, but it is quite windy. And every now and then I do get sprayed. That's quite nice. Just radioed into Lundy Warden on channel 12 and told them I wanted to stay in Jenny's Bay. And they just said, well, keep 100 metres away from the cliffs because there's nesting birds on there, and don't anchor near any rafting birds. Oh, I didn't know there were rafting birds, so that's good to know now. And yeah, well, I'm not far away. I'm about, well, I don't know, less than an hour away from anchoring, hopefully. It is a slow business, this, isn't it? This chugging along on the motor. Couldn't see it, but somewhere in there was Goat Island. Just a bunch of rocks. There's some amazing looking caves which I can't explore. Take a look at these caves. Be fun to paddleboard into if you're allowed. I don't know if you are allowed. I'm not far now. Well, here we are. This is Jenny's Bay, and all of that white stuff coming down the cliffs. Yeah, stinks. It honks here, but I am out the wind, which is nice. The boat has turned rather curiously, a bit of an angle that I'm not happy at. Check the anchor. Checked it once, checked it twice. See which anchor is naughty or nice. Look at these lovely little birds here. Currently in 8.5 metres of water. That 9.3 is incorrect. That's one of the limitations of the Onwa. I can't offset the depth on it because I didn't find the fish finder version. So that is a limitation of the Onwa. But the one next to it there that you can barely read, that's actually depth of water. So let's look at that again. That, in all honesty, says 8.8 right now, not 0.0. So, I'm just going to set my anchor watch and do a bit of bird watch as well. I've got all 30 metres of chain out. I put out the chain when I was in about 6 metres of water, and the boat's come back into 8. So came into here, put my anchor down and motored back on it ever so slightly, then did a little bit of wibbly wobbly, put out a bit more chain and motored back on it, and now I've wibbledy wobbled over to there, and I'm still heading that way. So the wind is supposed to be, well, it was when I came in, pushing me to the east. I'm definitely travelling west. Almost at the top of the tide. It is now, time now is, give me the time somebody, 16, it's exactly 1700. Let's see what time the top of the tide is, and let's see what's going to happen. Stood watch for a little while, and then, courtesy of noisy drunken Alan this morning waking us all up, I put my head down. Very pleased with the way that the anchor is held, and you can see that right here. I have not moved much around that area at all. I will do later though, I'm sure. And I've gone through the top of the tide now. But while I was sleeping, I was joined by, where are they? There you go, another boat. It's called Asbo. Hopefully he won't be Asbo worthy. Right, that's me for the night. There's absolutely zero phone signal here, so let's see if we can get Starlink to upload. See you tomorrow.